Have you been feeling stuck lately? Nothing feels right? Or are you just so dependent on social media platforms that you don't trust your own process anymore? Well, you're not alone. I have been struggling too. But here are a few helpful tips to help with that.
Welcome back to a new video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here with me once again. If this is the first time coming to my channel, welcome. My name is Twanelo. I do all things lifestyle and entertainment. I hope from here on out we'll just continue on this amazing journey together. So today I'm going to be shedding some light on, or tips actually, giving you guys some tips on how to get out of a creative slump, because as a creative it's basically like part of your work, your lifestyle and all of those things. And so I'm just going to be sharing a few tips on how you can get out of it. And I do understand that these are basic or obvious, but I don't really think as people we actually sit down and actually think about it. It's like the little details and the little things that we take for granted are the things that we don't really think much of, and that is what I'm going to be sharing light on. So I have 5 tips for you guys. I actually, prior to this video, asked a few people on my Instagram. If you follow me on my Instagram and you've seen my story, I did ask how to get out of it, because I've been struggling for the longest time, and some feedback really helped me. And I think from here on out I'm just gonna take my time and just see where things go. So I hope this video will do you justice if you are creative. So I'm going to be reading some of the responses that I got and just talk a little bit about that, and then I'm going to break down our tips and tricks. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited for today's video. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you do watch it up until the end. Let's get into it. Somebody asked, what is a creative slump? This is basically like you stuck. Well, personally that's how I understand it. It's like your creative process is taking a recession. It's like taking a step back and you feel stuck. Basically that's how I understand it, but I'll put on a clearer definition for you guys on screen, because yeah, you know, when you summarize things for yourself it kind of makes sense to you, and then sometimes maybe some people don't really get what you're trying to say. That was actually my friend. I hope, yeah, that helps you. So I'm just reading this for you guys, this feedback and the answers that I got, so that you can also use it if you're feeling this particular way. Someone also said, try out a new art form. You know what I mean? It's basically change up. Maybe if you're like somebody who, you know, just writes or whatnot, maybe change and shoot something or something like that. So her answer was actually like, okay, true. So for myself, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my high school poetry book, because that's the only one that I have right now, and I'm going to start reading that poetry, some of the poetry, because I'm out of touch, guys. I'm out of touch. It's the same with books. I'm so out of touch with books as well. So if you guys have any book recommendations, I would also really appreciate that as well. Please do share in the comment section. I would really love that from you guys. I'm so out of touch. The next one also hit home to me, just because I think how I interpret what he's saying here is that he's basically saying, take that idea that you least, the one that you think the least of, and actually try and make something out of it. Maybe if you feel like it's not worthy, it's not enough, you know, short or something like that, take that idea and actually try and build up from that. Every time when I come up with an idea, I'm always like, nah, let it go. But now it's like, okay, revisit those ones where you felt like, ugh, this is so boring or so cliche or whatnot, and actually just try to see a different point of view. One of our lecturers used to also say, when you come up with concepts, it's like a lot of things are already done, everybody's just redoing certain things. And I remembered I had this idea, and then I told him, nah dude, like this thing is boring and it's cliche. And he's like, no, there's no such thing as cliche. Look at something that will make it different. I think from the advice that he gave me, it's like, try to find something different or a different angle from whatever you came up with. You know what I mean? That's how I understand it, you know. And then the final one, someone said, just start, you'll just find your way, like throughout the whole process, which is very much true. I actually also, when I was searching for the proper definition to give to you guys, there's a part where they wrote that this happens when you feel like your idea is not good enough. This is where the whole procrastination comes in as well, because you fear failure, you don't think something is good enough. So thanks to everybody who actually responded to my story. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you also want to be part of that and get more content from me, then do hit me up and follow me on my Instagram. If you guys have any other questions, please comment down below. Let's get into the 5 tips. Switch it up, you know what I mean? So if you're like a Latin American dancer, try out hip-hop. Maybe try out a different sound to dance to. That change can actually evoke something different. It could just awaken something in your brain that you didn't know was there. It goes along with the second one that I'm talking about, changing your routine. You know, each and every day doing the same thing, it's repetitive. There's nothing new that comes from routine. Switch up something, you know what I mean? Because when this change, I think your brain reacts in a way that it was like, oh my gosh, this is new, you know, this is not something that I'm used to. So yeah, be one with the nature. Whether you go out for hiking, you feeling this fresh air, that's really good for you. It stimulates you and it's great for your blood flow. Meet like-minded people where you guys can talk, get different perspectives, get different opinions, you know what I mean? You also have your own thought processes and see other people how they view certain things and life. It can really make you think different to an extent if you want to think different. Also, you can just DM people. You know, I think I've met a few people through Instagram through DMs, you know, people pushing in their own fields. So that's also a very nice way to connect with people. Last but not least, you can do something for someone else. Like if you edit something maybe for someone else because you consider their ideas and their style of work, and you'll work with that, you know what I mean, and make something new out of it, you know what I mean. So that could also be very helpful. That was the last point for this video. I hope it was helpful to you guys. If it was helpful to you guys, please do not forget to comment and tell me in the comment section. And yes, tell me if you tried it out. If you haven't tried it out, these are things that I'm also in the process of rectifying and getting myself out there, because it's very much important. You know, so even sometimes just take breaks and don't be too hard on yourself. Yeah, just change the way in which you approach certain things at certain times. You know what I mean? So all of this is just going out of your comfort zone and taking risks, because I feel like that's the only way, and not the only way, but that's how you can grow. You know what I mean? Yeah guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you for being here with me once again. If you're still here up until the end, shout out to you, and thank you to everyone who subscribed from the beginning of this channel or my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys so much, and thanks to the new people who have subscribed. I only hope from here on out we can subscribe some more and like and comment and just grow together. Thank you for being here with me. I'll see you guys in the next video.